Greetings, everyone. It's Glenn Kellaway coming to you from the basement. I am on location in Winter Park, Florida. We are in the middle of Hurricane Nicole, which has been downgraded to a tropical storm. It's actually not too bad out, except for the wind gusts and a little bit of rain off and on. So nothing to get too concerned about. I hope everyone's safe that's down here. I was going through my daughter's record collection and pulled out some interesting stuff to talk about today and to show you some stuff that I don't have and some stuff I'm not aware of and some stuff that's pretty cool. I got a great box set here that I want to show you. A couple of EPs, some albums. So let's just pull them out at random here. The Lumineers Winter EP. Interesting. I have the Lumineers' first album, and that's all. But both my daughters are big fans. So that's kind of cool. I have 0 EPs in my own collection, so they kind of intrigue me. Gaslight Anthem. That's very cool. Signor and the Queen. Love that cover. Very cool. Oh, it's a top loader. Oh, it's white vinyl too. 45 RPM. Wow, very cool. Next, a Tom Waits album that I do not have on vinyl. Blood Money. Interesting. I'm drooling here with this one. Love Tom Waits. This is one of a set of albums that came out at the same time. There was Alice, I believe, was the other one, and Blood Money. They released them at the same time. Cool label. I got to say, in my if I was ranking Tom Waits albums, this would not be a top 10 for me, but anything from Tom Waits is good. Another band that I'm not real familiar with, but I've heard of, and this looks interesting, the Great Lakes Swimmers, New Wild Everywhere. It's like a double album gatefold. Lyrics. Very cool cover, good artwork. Love the front. If anybody's familiar with this band, leave comments. I'd love to hear about it. Recommend me something. There's the label. Now, I don't know how my daughter ended up with this one, but that's pretty cool. The third album released in Canada by the Beatles back in the day. First one was Beatles Meet the Beatles, Beatlemania. Second one was Twist and Shout, and the third one in the US it was called the Beatles' second album. Up here it was called Long Tall Sally. And this is a mono version of it. High fidelity mono. Very cool. Catalog number T6063. This will be on a Rainbow Capital label, I'm very sure, if I pull it out. Yes. An original pressing. 1964. The wind's howling in here. We got the windows open. It's blowing my record sleeves. Very cool. Now, there must have been a Monkees fan who owned this, because they wrote Davy Jones on the back of it and pointed towards George. That's funny. Next, both my daughters were big fans of this guy's, Michael Jackson. Here's the picture disc for Bad. That's pretty cool looking. 25th anniversary, looks like. There's the, comes with this inner sleeve. Very cool. Put that away later. And last but not least, this box set is freaking amazing. I should have bought it when it was out. I don't think I can get it anymore. You've heard me talking about Lowest of the Low from Toronto, Canada. One of my favorite bands of all time. Certainly my favorite Canadian band. They put out a box set a couple years ago called, so their biggest hit album was called Shakespeare My Butt, and if you're watching the CD exchanges that I'm doing on Rich Strickler's channel with Rich and Randall Nelson and Brian, we are exchanging CDs to listen to that none of us have heard before, and I gave Randy the Lowest of the Low Shakespeare My Butt album, which is, I think, one of the great albums of all time, and he absolutely loved it and is trying to find a copy of it. He looked up the vinyl on Discogs, $130 US they wanted for it. So I'm trying to find just the CDs and everything for him. I'm going to send him a little VCLT, but let's check out this box set. It is fantastic. Is it ever done just so nicely? Unbelievable. So this includes all their studio albums plus an album of rare kind of outtakes and live stuff. Inside of the box, the band is autographed. This was limited to like 250 copies or something. Uh-oh, we got ourselves a dog barking here. Got two dogs in the house. Yeah, this was limited to like 250 copies or something like that, some crazy amount. And it comes with a few little trinkets. Fantastic poster of the band. I'm going to see if I can open this up. I'll open it up kind of 3/4 of the way. Try and get it here. Great poster. Book, which my daughter is a photographer. She worked on this project with the band, and some of her photos are in here. There's a photo of the stage, the band in concert. That we got ourselves some decals, Lowest of the Low, Lowest of the Low. Very cool. And copies of handwritten lyrics. Ron Hawkins is the lead singer and the songwriter in the band. Brilliant songwriter. There's the lyrics to Rosie and Gray, which is one of their most popular songs and certainly a concert staple when you go see the band live. That's the sing-along song of the night. Do the Right Now from one of their more recent albums. Hole in the Ground. The Last Revisionist. So then we get into the vinyl. So let's start with this. My daughter has left these sealed, so this is worth a few bucks, this thing here. There's Shakespeare My Butt. Sealed album. There's a $130 record right there. It's enough to pay for the set. One of their earlier albums, Hallucigenia, still sealed. Another early album. Things are, the wind's blowing stuff all over here. Hold on a second. I don't want to lose everything. Okay, there we go. Sordid Fiction, great title for an album. This is their most recent album, studio album was called Agit Pop, and the one before that was called Do the Right Now. This is that album, which is just a great album. A couple of great tracks on here if you want to look them up on Spotify. Power Lines and Girona Train, both incredible songs. St. Spurious, this is full of solid songs. Do the Right Now, Lowest of the Low. I strongly urge you guys, if you're not familiar with the band, to look them up on Spotify and give them a listen. And this is the album Thrifty, 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 Lowest of the Low. Now, anybody from Toronto will love this cover. Growing up in Toronto, there were two major record stores on Yonge Street, A&A Records, and then about 2 doors down, Sam the Record Man. Just legendary stores in Toronto. There is a picture of Sam the Record Man on that side. I spent my whole life in these stores. And there's A&A Records. Just, boy, does that bring back memories. This has some live cuts and some demos, and wow, this is something to drool over if you're a fan of the band. There. I believe that's my daughter's shot right there. Thrifty, Thrifty, Thrifty. I got to try and get my hands on this set. It's just brilliant. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. So I hope you enjoyed that. Flying home tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, as long as the flights are still on schedule and the storm hasn't knocked anything off. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please press the like button. Please leave your comments, and talk soon.